Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen Amma ba'du fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear students, welcome to my channel Learn Quran with Inam, and this is your teacher Muhammad Inam, and today we are going to learn lesson 3 of Madani qaida in English. First of all, we will know the name of this lesson, and then inshallah we will learn the rules. Then lesson will be started with Arabic accent, inshallah. So, what's name of lesson 3? Lesson 3 name is harakat. So, question 1 will be made. What's called harakat? What is harakat? So, harakat means zabar, zir, and pesh are called harakat. Like this sign is zabar, this sign is zir, this sign is pesh. So, zabar, zir, and pesh are called harakat. Okay, let me give you one more example. You can see these are letters, and these letters have sign on them. So that is first letter, and that is Hamza, and this letter has a zabar. Like you can see this sign is called zabar, this sign is called zir. So zabar and zir, uh, you can see there are same shapes, but how can we recognize? Like zabar comes top of the letter, zir comes below the letter. Remember this thing. You can see there zabar has come top of the letter, and there is zir but below the letter. Okay, pesh always comes top of the letter. Next question of this lesson is, what is mutaharrik? Mutaharrik, what is mutaharrik? What's called mutaharrik? So a letter, the letter which has a harkat on, it's called mutaharrik. Let me give you one more example. You can see that there is ba, this letter name is ba. So ba has a one harkat on it. Harkat mean zabar, zir and pesh are called harakat. If you are talking about three signs, then these signs will be called harakat. But if you are talking about one sign, so one sign will be called harakat. So ba has a one harakat on it, so ba will be called mutaharrik. Okay, so ba also has one harakat below it, so ba will be called mutaharrik. So this ba also has one harakat mid page on it. So this, like if any letter has harkat on it, like if any letter has harkat, so you can call the letter mutaharrik. Okay, ba has harkat, ta has harkat, jim has harkat. If any letter has harkat, so you will call mutaharrik. Next question is, how harakat are pronounced? Next question is, how harakat are pronounced? So harakat are pronounced without stretching and jerking the voice. Like how stretching and how jerking. If I read ba zabar ba, so it's called jerk. So avoid it. Okay. You can't read any mutaharrik letter with jerk. But if you are stretching, how stretching, like ba zabar ba, so it's also wrong. You can't stretch and jerk. You will have to read softly. I will tell you how to read. Like ba zabar ba, this way, ba zir bi. Okay, so when anyone will ask you how harakat are pronounced, so you will tell him harakat are pronounced without stretching and jerking the voice. So let's read the next question. Next question, when we can read alif as hamza. Okay, so if alif is single, if alif doesn't have any sign, then you can read alif. But if alif has any type of harakat or sign on it, then you will have to read hamza. If alif has zabar, zir, pesh, double zabar, double zir, double pesh, jazm, tashdid, any sign, then you will have to read hamza. But if alif doesn't have any sign, then you can read alif. Okay, if alif is single, then you can read alif. But if alif has any sign, then you will have to read hamza. So that is simple answer. If alif has harkat or jazm on it, then read hamza. Next question, when we can read raw letter with thicker voice and with thin voice. Next question is, when raw is read with thicker voice and with thin voice. So answer, when raw will have zabar or pesh on it, then read with thicker voice. But when raw will have zir below it, then read with thin voice. So that is simple answer. Now I'm going to revise all questions, like I'm going to repeat all questions in order again. If you have notepad, you can write down these questions. If you write down all questions, it will be helpful for you in the future, in your future. You will be able to remember easily if you write down. So question one, what's called harakat? Zabar, Zair and Pesh are called harakat. Remember one thing, one sign is called harakat and more than like two signs are called harakat. Next question, what is mutaharrik? So a letter which has a harakat on, it's called mutaharrik. Next question, how harakat are pronounced? Harakat are pronounced without stretching or jerking the voice. Next question, when we can read alif as hamza? So if alif has any sign on it, then read hamza. Next question, if alif has any sign, any kind of sign, then read hamza. Next question, when we can read, when ra can be read with thicker voice and with thin voice. If ra has zabar or pesh on it, then read with thicker voice. If ra has zir below it, then read with thin voice. So let's read this lesson. You have to revise this lesson after me. I will read the letter, then I will give you 1 second, 1 to 2 seconds for revising. So you will have to revise after me and keep revising until I complete this lesson. Okay, until I read the last letter of this lesson. So let's start it. Revise after me. So this letter has, this alif has sign on it, below it. So that's why we will have to read this alif hamza. So let's start it. Hamza zabar a, hamza zir e, hamza pesh u. Now we have read like one letter with three harakat. Now we are going to read without spell. Okay, a, e, u. But if you are reading, or if anyone reads a, e, u, a, e, u, that is not good way to read. Okay, you should read separately, or like all letters should be read separately. A, e, u. Next question, next letter. Revise after me. Ba zabar ba, ba zir b, ba pesh bu, ba bi bu. We read this letter first time with spell with three harakat. After reading with spell and with three harakat, we revised without spell. Okay, this way all letters will be read. Ta zabatta, ta zerti, ta peshtu, ta ti tu. This way. Next letter is sa. Read this letter without making whistle sound. Sa zabar sa, sa zer si, sa pesh su, sa si su. Next letter is jim. Jim zabar ja, jim zer ji, jim pesh ju, ja ji ju. Next letter is ha. This letter is pronounced from middle part of your throat and with high sound. You will have to read ha zabar ha, ha zir hi, ha pesh hu, ha hi hu. Next letter is kha, and kha is mustadiya one, and it will be read with thicker voice. Kha zabar kha, kha zir khi, kha pesh khu, kha khi khu. Dal zabar da, dal zir di, dal pesh do, da di do. Dal will be read without whistle sound and without making stress, like dal zabar the, dal zir the, Zal pesh zu. The the zu. So ra has zabar or pesh on it. That's why you will have to read with thicker voice. Ra zabar ra. This ra has zir below it. That's why it will be read with thin voice. Ra zir ri. Ra pesh ru. Ra re ru. Za has za is like superior letter, and we will have to read this letter with whistle sound. Za zabar za. Za zir zi. Za pesh zu. Za zi zu. Next letter is seen, and we have to read this letter with whistle sound because seen is superior letter. Seen zabar sa. Seen zir si. Seen pesh su. Sa si su. Next letter is sheen. Sheen zabar sha. Sheen zir shi. Sheen pesh shu. Sha shi shu. Sod is superior and mustaliya letter. Read with whistle sound and with thicker voice. Sod zabar swa. Sod zir si. Sod pesh su. Sa si su. Next letter is dod, and dod is mustaliya. That's why with thicker voice. Dod zabar da. Dod zir di. Dod pesh du. Da di du. Ta zabar ta. Ta zir ti. Ta pesh tu. Ta ti tu. Next letter is the, and we will have to read with soft voice, like without whistle sound. The zabar the. The zir zi. The pesh zu. The zi zu. Next letter is ain. Ain zabar a. Ain zir i. Ain pesh ru. Ra ri ru. Next is ghain, and ghain is mustaliya letter. Ghain zabar gha. Ghain zir ghi. Ghain pesh ghu. Gha ghi ghu. Next letter is fa. Fa zabar fa. Fa zir fi. Fa pesh fu. Fa fi fu. Next letter is qaf, and it's mustaliya, so that's why you have to read with thicker voice. Qaf zabar qa. Qaf zir qi. Qaf pesh qu. Qa qi qu. This kaf is like simple one, like it will be read with thin voice. काफ जबर का, काफ जेर की, काफ पेश को, का के को, लाम जबर ला, लाम जेर ली, लाम पेश लो, ला ले लो, मीम जबर मा, मीम जेर मी, मीम पेश मो, मा मी मो, नून जबर ना, नून जेर नी, नून पेश नो, ना ने नो, वाव जबर वा, वाव जेर वी, वाव पेश वो, वा वे वो, हा जबर हा, हा जेर ही, हा पेश हो, हा हे हो, हमजा जबर आ, हमजा जेर ई, हमजा पेश ओ, आ ए ओ, या जबर या जेर जी, या पेश यो, या ये यो, and we have completed this lesson now, and tomorrow inshallah we will start and learn the lesson number 4. And if you like this video, then share with your family, friends and relative. Tomorrow inshallah we will learn the next lesson. See you again tomorrow. Remember me in your prayers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.